Hi folks, Bob Krebs, Sales Manager with Pure Pursuit Automotive, again this evening with our beautiful 2012 CL65 AMG. This is an absolutely beautiful Mercedes Benz vehicle. One of my favorite parts of the test drives are actually sitting in the interior of the vehicle and giving you a tour of the cockpit of the vehicle, if you will. So we're going to start with this vehicle. I'll try to go left to right. It makes it a little bit easier. Starting from the left, of course, you got your beautiful leather interior here, the accents with the cross stitching here. You've got your door unlock and lock here. Seating arrangements here, which give you several different options as far as how to move the seats around. You can go up, down, back and forth with the seats, up with the seat, down with the seat, back with the seat, tilt the seat back, all from the comfort of right here on the side of the doorway. You've also got memory, 3 different settings here for memory, so that way if you've got excuse me, let's say 2 or 3 different drivers, one driver, once you set it, and let's say the driver's my height, I'm 6'5", I'm going to have that seat obviously probably farther back, so that way each time you get in the vehicle you don't have to continually reset it, set it, or not even be able to get in the vehicle. You just know that if yours is number 1, you hit number 1, it automatically sets it, bringing the bolsters and the sides in, or the top, bottom down to the position, even the steering wheel. So once you've got those set for yourself, then you're ready to travel. And of course it's also got the seat heaters here and the seat coolers as well. You've got high, medium and low cool, high, medium and low heat for the seat as well that you can control. And of course the passenger side has redundant controls and can have the same type of settings on their side. You got your controls here for the climate control here for your air conditioning and your heater, both the front, side and back, and of course you've also got your window defrost. You've got your settings here for the headlights, whether you decide to put them on parking, automatic, or whatever setting you've got. I typically tell everybody just to put them on automatic, that way you don't ever forget and there's no accident when you take off, let's say in the evening in a lighted area, and then forget as you get out of the lighted area to turn your headlights on. So very easy to deal with, and also something that's very unique here, this vehicle has night vision as well. As you can see, the night view assist only works when it is dark, so it's still obviously light out right now, but when it is dark it does give you a screen there to give you night assist to be able to see, and it's very interesting. So something, again, it's another great feature of this particular vehicle. So we'll go on to the steering wheel here and the center console with this array of instruments. The steering wheel has several different settings here. You can set it up, down, closer to you, closer to the front of the vehicle here, and of course very, very ergonomically correct here. The vehicle is got a different shape to it, which makes it very, very easy to drive the vehicle, whether you're someone who, once you get going on the road, you have your hands like this, or the 10 and the 2, or the 9 and the 3 position. It's also thicker in each of these edges right here, which really give you a lot more area to get purchase for your hands as you're driving this vehicle. Lots of leather up here, beautiful Mercedes emblem here, and of course redundant controls that you have here in the center console of the vehicle also, and that's from the horn itself on the vehicle to the Bluetooth to being able to use the radio itself, cruise control, etc. So you've got all these things here. This is the cruise control for acceleration, deceleration, and the Distronic Plus as well, that's got different settings for the vehicle. You've got your array here that puts it in park, neutral, reverse, drive, etc. One simple move down puts it in drive. One up is neutral. Third one is reverse, obviously taking it all the way up, and then to put it in park anytime, just press the outer button and it puts you right into park. So center array here from the left, you've got the temperature gauge on the vehicle, the fuel gauge, the speedometer, which goes up to a roaring 220 miles per hour indicated, and then of course you've got your tachometer on the right, which gives your revolutions per minute. Again, all critical pieces of instrumentation array that you want to look at. Center console here now, we've got the very large 40 gigabyte hard drive for the navigation system, and of course your stereo system, etc. here. All right, it's currently, I'll go through some of the systems here. You've got the navigation system, which you can see the top here as it goes across, navigation, audio, telephone, video, vehicle, and of course if you just pop this down one, you can go to either the full screen, you've got your destination, you've got positioning here, the route that you're going, traffic, information, and again, this is all for your navigation system here. If you go back up to these settings again, you got your audio system where once you select that, you can scan the dial here. You can either excuse me, do it manually or you can do it on the steering wheel itself and move these dials up to where you can push this, utilize it for your Bluetooth, for volume control, etc. on the stereo system itself. You can auto store several different stations, as many as you want, pretty much, so that you can listen to whatever you want to and select whichever station you want. Telephone, which is the Bluetooth actively. Once you select this, you can utilize the Bluetooth telephony array, searching for whatever phone numbers you want. And also in the center console here, you can see it's also got a manual kind of a keypad here, dial keypad, where you can actually decide which telephone numbers you're going to dial, or you can use that for radio stations as well once you decide that you're going to utilize it. Back up here again to video. The changer itself has the ability to play the videos that you've got here from the CDs. It's also got the CDs that update the map system itself. And then of course it's got vehicle information here. As you can see, the multifunction contour seat settings. You can use the easy entry exit feature, steering column, seat, the contour seat settings, to where as you're going through here you can choose the steering column, the seat, etc., etc. You can move these to the different, whether you want massage, the dynamic seat massage itself, or reset them. The seat sides, you can set the bolster on the seats, as you can see here, for maximum comfort as you're driving, for the lumbar or the thoracic region of your back. So again, all really, really cool things to assist you as you're driving and making the ride just all that much more palatable. So, okay, on to the next thing here. Again, you've got redundant controls here for both passenger and the driver's seat, and you can utilize this to run the climate control as well for the seats. So again, lots of information here, lots of different levels that you can put together for maximum comfort on this vehicle. So, all right, we'll go ahead and switch that back to navigation, which I tend to try to leave it on as you're driving, so that way you have an idea of where you're going, where you're deciding to go for dinner. You can put different types of locations in here for where you decide to drive to, etc. So now we'll go down into the kind of the creature comforts here. You've got the center console, which has an analog clock, which is kind of a nice touch. Center console with the air ducts as well, so that you're going to get your maximum use of air conditioning or heater. You've got recirculated air here. You can put this on maximum for defrost, and of course you got your fan controls here for the actual air conditioning itself. You set your controls here as far as what you want the temperature, and again, it's got redundant controls for the passenger and for the driver as well, so that each person can have their own comfort level. They can have their own fan level as far as how much air is being put out, the volume of air, and of course the cool or warmth of the air that comes out of that. So go ahead and take that off. Okay, and it's if you've forgotten, it does have a V12, so it's kind of interesting to be able to look down, at least remind yourself that it does have the V12 engine in it. So opening this, you've got your CD/DVD changer here. You've got 6 CD changer here, your load, and of course your eject if necessary. So you've got a SIM card here that you can put in here as well for storage, memory cards, to be able to play whatever kind of music you want, information. Here you've got another piece in the center console, which has a 12-volt and or cigarette/cigar lighter in the center here, which you can use if you so desire. And then the larger area here is a beverage holder. You've got the kind of the sides here that grip it real easily, so that the drink doesn't or drinks doesn't roll around in there and lose those somehow as you're driving. Real easy. And of course, what I really like is the carbon fiber that you've got throughout the entire vehicle. All of the carbon fiber on each of these adds a tremendous accent to it, from the tops with the grays, the blacks, and the silver coloration. Going a little bit more toward the center here again, you've got the controls here for the disc and the radio as well. You've got your hazards here in case you should need to utilize those. You can run the telephone and the navigation system, and of course the redundant systems here for the radio, volume control, etc. Okay, here in the center section now, you've got an area here that you can open up from either side. And this is kind of a unique feature here, in that you can open it up from this side, and if you so desire, the person from this side can then open it up from this side. So a very interesting and easy way to be able to put things in and out from either side. It's also got a second row here that once that's opened up, that you can get into the larger portion of this, which is a little hard to see, but it's a little bit deeper, and you can put a few more things in there, from CDs to maybe some driver's information here, etc., or some things that you have while you're traveling. So as you look toward the back here, in the back seat area, you've got another set of controls back here for the air conditioning, and of course the heating and the controlling of the vents back here. And then you got a sliding area to where the folks back here can have a little bit of storage here as well for any items that they may desire as they're driving the back here. You got the Alcantara leather up here as a not only a sound deadener, but a sound enhancer with the stereo system of the car, which is a beautiful Harman Kardon system, which is absolutely beautiful system. You got a sunglass or glasses holder up here. For those who decide they want to have this open, you got the one touch for the sunroof and or moonroof to open that up. Wind deflector up front here. Once that's closed as well, it's a one-step auto. And of course, if you so desire, you can either leave this as such and let the sunlight in or the moonlight in and protect you somewhat, or if you decide, you can go ahead and close that entirely. Of course, this is ventilated as well and real easy to open and close. So that's pretty much it for the cockpit of the vehicle in the front here. So now we're going to go ahead and take it out and take it for a bit of a drive and show you what it does on the road.